What's up to Lion Talk Live? We love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew? This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
All right, well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you all for joining us here today. Lions Talk Live. Hey, it's just after 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got some news. We probably all suspected that Alim McNeill was in a bad way, but we just got confirmation. Adam Scheffler broke this just minutes ago. We just wanted to point it out to you guys. It has not been confirmed from the Detroit Lions. It has been from Adam Scheffler of ESPN. Alim McNeill has probably had the worst case scenario unfold. He has torn his ACL. Let's go over to Hutch Jr., bring him on board. Junior, what do you have to say about this injury for the Detroit Lions and what seems to be just yet another in a growing list of injuries that are confounding this team's ability to stop anybody?
Yeah, it's just it's one of those seasons, man. It sucks. I mean, we're down now at 13 players on defense.
It's insane, man.
So I don't think I've ever seen injuries like this before, but we're going to keep saying next man up, but at some point next man up's not going to be enough. So we'll see what happens. I would imagine we'll probably poach some more players off practice squad, but it's getting ugly. And I think you saw it yesterday with Josh Allen just kind of doing what he does. I mean, he is an MVP candidate.
He is.
Just thank the Lord you don't have to play another quarterback like Josh Allen the rest of the year. You probably don't have to see one till the Super Bowl. So, but yeah, hopefully we get some of these guys back later in the year. It sounds like Carlton Davis is going to have surgery on his jaw, 6 weeks, maybe out indefinitely. So, it's just a wicked year.
I mean, let's be fair. The Detroit Lions defensive line that began the year, the only person left on that starting front four is DJ Reader. And as most of us know, he's even a little banged up. You pointed out Carlton Davis's jaw. Yes, it's unfortunate, but he's probably going to be out. Maybe he could come back the, NFC title game or something like that, because he's going to be out probably 5 to 6 weeks if that does hold water. And I'm sure MCDC will announce that later today. But what do you do if you're Aaron Glenn or the Detroit Lions with this defense? Because there is nobody left.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where you're at, right? You just kind of hope and pray that somebody can make plays on this defense. I mean, you look at the only people left on the starting defense is Reader, Kirby, Branch, and Campbell, and Arnold. Those are your, starting defense. That's your 5 that, you started out the year with. So it's getting dicey. Started out a hopeful season is just at some point you got to kind of take your knocks and run with them. I still think the Lions offense is good. I mean, they put up 42 against the Bills.
They did.
You're just going to have to find a way to get some kind of stops to somebody. So,
if let's Scooby do this real quick. Obviously, it's easy to be a side or whatever you call it. The guy up in the stands, saying, "Hey, we should do this, we should do that." But given the injury situation for the Detroit Lions, what do you think they can do to limit Williams, and then you got Brock Purdy, and then Sam Darnold going down the stretch here? Lions probably going to have to win at least, I would think, 2 of these 3 games in order to win the NFC North. And is there enough juice left in the tank, you think, for the Lions to win 2 of these 3 last games? Can you hear me? All right, maybe we lost Hutch Jr. there. So sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what to make of it, though. We are completely injured and beat up. Hutch Jr., when you get back, you let me know. So, all right, let's go over to you guys. Do crew. Big Eddie, 100%. Junior, can you hear me? I think we lost him. All right, Trey, our D is going to hurt us bad. Agreed. It is indeed. So, I mean, you can't fault anybody at this point. There's just nobody left there. The secondary has lost now. Carlton Davis, who would appear for the rest of the season. That is unconfirmed. But Alim McNeill's out. DJ Reader's still good to go. Both your starting defensive ends and even some of their replacements are gone. Your linebacker core has been eviscerated. You got new dudes off the street trying to fill in. And, hey, that secondary, which was once a strength, is starting to show some signs of fatigue. Troy, what is going on with all these injuries? That's probably going to be one of the biggest questions of this offseason is what has happened, why is this happening, and what can you do to change this? Because last year we were virtually injury-free. This year, man, talk about the law of averages coming back into play. We went from injury-free last year to, man, everybody's down. Alrighty, I believe in them, but talent wins out. The injuries are too much now. I feel terrible for the players. Agreed. And again, can you just win against Chicago and then force that final game of the regular season to be for the NFC North? Number 1 seed, I guess we'll have to wait and see what shakes out. France, how can this keep happening? Man, that is the $1 million question, ain't it? Hardy, curse, maybe. Bobby Lane's wants some revenge for apparently Jared Goff. In case you guys didn't know, Jared Goff passed Bobby Lane. He is now the number 2 quarterback ever in Detroit Lions history for most amount of yardage. We'll see if he can catch Stafford. Who's left, Jess? Hey, it does seem like a lot like when we played the Packers and even Chicago a couple weeks ago. You're going to have to make do with what you got. Black Lion, if there's ever a time when we could use Hutch, it's now. It is. I agree with that, but you're still probably about a month away from him potentially returning. Chad D, I just don't know what to think. Yesterday just felt inedible and out of our hands. Dan even pulled out all the stops. I can't imagine this was coaching or lackluster player effort, but still proud. 100%, man. It's been a great season. Now, what can they do with this newest situation, this newest challenge? Hey, we'll find out. Just, I've never seen so many injuries. I think that's going to be the consistent thought from most Lions fans. Gabe, name a fan base who's got it worse than us. You're not wrong, man. And even though I understand Bills fans, Bill Mafia kind of going off on us for winning, I get it, man. But you are facing such a depleted team. Once, I can't ever say in all the 30 years I've covered this team for different publications, newspaper, or YouTube, I've never seen a team this decimated, especially on one side of the ball. Hey, it's going to be offense or bust probably. Jedi, I'd rather not even bring in Hutch at this point. There's not a lot to surround him with. To make a stand next season. Maybe. Yeah, and the only thing I could say is the good part about Alim McNeill, if there is a good part, is that, hey, he's got tons of time to heal, rest up, etc., recover from the ACL surgery that I'm guessing they're going to have him in within the next 48 hours to get that underway. From there, hey, Broderick Martin, Pat O'Connor, Miles Adams, all these guys are going to have to fill in next to DJ Reader. Black Line, not sure how the Lions are going to make a Super Bowl without a lot of key defenders, defensive players. If we even get to the Super Bowl, not sure how we're going to beat the Bills. Well, one thing at a time, man. We gotta win out here. Can you hate me now? We got to outscore teams, period. It's time for Ben Johnson to go nuclear. Yeah, I would say there's a lot of pressure on the team at this point to say, hey, we're going to go all in. You've got to score every time you get out there. Noah, what do you got? I just seen the news about 20 minutes ago. I want to cry. Again, I agree with you there, man. Black Line, this is a gut punch for sure. I like the Dan Campbell coach speak, but this is tough to deal with. Agreed. And at some point, we've all been talking about what he says to MCDC and the rest of the coaching staff. I get it. You're a coach. Your job is to make the next guy feel like they can do it. And hey, these guys have played their tails off. Nobody's doubting that. But at some point, just the amount of injuries in that front seven, it is what it is. I'm Pale Mail. What do you got? Unfortunately, the Lions season is over now. We'll see, man. I still think they can win the North. I still think they can, win some playoff games. One thing at a time, I guess what I'll say. What I will say as a coach, this is an awesome opportunity for somebody else to make a name for themselves, and that's really all you can go with at this point. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and catch you guys all later. We'll get some more news later today. I'll get it over to you as quick as possible. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We'll see you guys all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.
Happy trails to you. until